Well, sure laid out nice, didn't it? Basically, you got to line up all these little clips before you put your molding on. The reason I love the first place auto spoilers is because they actually took the time to reproduce the original spoilers. Don't be a f***ing moron when somebody's got a part in their hand. Now that the AAR Cuda is completely disassembled in a bit of a holding pattern, I've scheduled to have the vinyl top and the headliner installed on our quadruple black 71 Cuda Phantasm car. I've been using Beaverton Auto Upholstery now for several years.
My name is Ricky Martin, and I've been doing this for about 30 years, and I really enjoy it a lot. I wonder if we should scuff this up.
See if they have some sandpaper. My name's Shelby Schaefer. I've been working at Beaverton Auto Upholstery for 2.5 years, but I've been doing upholstery for 6. Did it a lot privately in my garage.
We do a lot of all kinds of cars, but we have done a lot of Mopars. This makes the glue stick to it better than that real smooth paint and stuff.
To get a vinyl top on, we need to make sure we get a good center mark on the car, center the top.
One of the reasons I like Beaverton Auto Upholstery is the guys are very good at what they do. They're about 2 hours from here, but they're more than happy to make the road trip every single time I call them. So when they come up, I know that they're going to install the top, that it's going to be tight, it's not going to have any wrinkles in it, that it's going to be laid out the way it's supposed to, that it's going to be centered from side to side.
We glue one side on first. It's a industrial grade contact cement. You spray both surfaces, let them tack up. It's starting to tack a little on this side. And when you stick them together, it's a permanent bond. Oh, it's already sticking. A lot of force, a lot of stretching, and you pull as hard as you can to get a wrinkle out and then glue it in that position.
Yeah, you gotta really pull that to get that stretch.
I'm really actually excited to be working with this material. It looks like it's gonna come out with a real quality finish. If we were to use new old stock material, it's been sitting on the shelf for 40 years. It's got broken down a little bit and it has the potential to rip and show marks in it that we don't want to see. The material that Legendary used on their vinyl top definitely looks like OEM material. It's new, so it's gonna work well with us, but it's gonna have a real showroom look to it when it's done.
Well, sure laid out nice, didn't it? Good. So you guys ever work with the Legendary stuff before?
Yes, we have.
Yeah.
It's great.
I mean, you're the
Great
pros.
product.
I mean, you guys are the pros. You know whether you're putting on a good product or not. And
Yes.
the finished product looks awesome to me. Legendary Interior supplies us with all of our soft trim. So if we got it, whether we got to buy a door trim panel, a seat kit, a carpet, garnish moldings that are made of plastic, or headliners, vinyl tops, it's always Legendary.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Yeah, anytime.
Really nice meeting you.
Thank you.
This particular spoiler is correct, okay? The last one that I returned was not correct. The last one was made out of fiberglass. They were molded, injected plastic. Molded, injected plastic from the factory. That's what First Place is doing. It's painted and everything, okay? You can get them painted and get them unpainted. That's painted. That's the correct Organosol black. Don't be a f***ing moron when somebody's got a part in their hand. Basically, you got to line up all these little clips before you put your molding on. The reason I love the First Place Auto spoilers is because they actually took the time to reproduce the original spoilers. Not just the spoiler itself, which is a 2-part injection molded plastic, which is exactly how this is built, or the nitrocellulose lacquer. That's awesome too, because that's exactly how they were, a sheen nitrocellulose lacquer finish. They really focused a lot of attention on making sure that the hardware was right. If you look here, you'll see underneath here, there's a provision in the deck lid, this big cutout area. This is correct in 70 and early 71s. I can back this off or turn it in. And when I do that, it will set the depth of the spoiler in the deck lid. If you've been to a car show and you look at these spoilers, either a Go Wing or a Gold Wing, they both use the same hardware. Where this goes into the deck lid, a lot of times you'll see this big concave pocket. That's because they haven't used either the proper hardware to bolt it on, or they've got this thing adjusted too tight. And when you adjust it too tight, it'll suck this thing down. You back it off the other way and it'll push it away. So when you're done putting one of these on, you can walk the light across it and it's like a sheet of glass. It looks like exactly the way it's supposed to be on there. And then when you play with this, the whole deck lid flexes, not just this little area around it. That's what makes First Place spoilers the best.